Hello, World Wide Web. Welcome back to the Hangin With Web Show. I'm GW Pomichter. Thank you so much for logging on and tuning in. If you haven't already, go on down and hit subscribe for us and come back over and over again and check out these amazing creators that we're interviewing here on the show. We are at Surfside Playhouse in Cocoa Beach, Florida again, and they are getting ready to perform Terrence Manley's The Ritz, opening Friday night. This coming Friday?
This coming Friday, very soon.
Outstanding, man. And we're hanging with Timothy Weal, the actor in the role of Duff at the Ritz. Timothy, thanks for hanging with us, man.
Thank you for having me.
Outstanding. So, the role of Duff.
Yes.
Okay, and let's kind of start there.
Okay,
let's
Duff is an employee at the Ritz, and the Ritz is a gay bathhouse. And this play is set in the 70s, so this is the era of disco and go-go dancers and everything that went along with that. And Duff is in charge of making sure that the beds are clean, that if there's any sort of cleanup necessary, whatever that mess may be, that gets cleaned up. There's a steam room in the facility, so anything that happens in there, he's got to make sure it's taken care of for the next person. But also, with all the hijinks that end up happening in this play, Duff kind of gets caught in the middle of all that and tries to figure out what to do about it. There's a dancer that's also a part of the Ritz, a singer named Googie, and Duff and his boyfriend Tiger, they follow Googie around the theater, and with Googie getting sucked into all the hijinks going on, Duff and Tiger get sucked right into it as well, and they're trying to keep Googie from seeing red, as it's said in the play. And what exactly that means, you'll have to come see the play to know.
There you go. There you go. So you, I understand you've been acting for quite a while.
I have.
This is your second show here at Surfside.
Correct.
Okay. So you were in South Pacific just last month.
Yes.
Okay. But before that, you've done some acting as well. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
I have. I was originally supposed to be doing a film out in Tampa, but unfortunately halfway through filming, the production fell through. And I wasn't supposed to be a part of South Pacific at all. I was offered to do South Pacific, but with that film going on, it was going to be a 12-week shoot. I just didn't have the time for it. Mm-hmm. When that fell through, I called up another member of the cast of South Pacific, and I said, "Hey, I just had my schedule open up. Is that position still open?" He said, "Yeah, come right to the theater and do it." And I showed up to the theater and learned the part pretty quickly. And in Surfside Playhouse, this has been a great playhouse. There's a great family feel here. Everyone gets to know each other very well, and they're very accepting of new people. Like you said, this is only my second show here, and I feel like I know a lot of performers really well, and they're people that I hang out with on a weekly basis.
It is the great thing about community theater and the community in the arts community is it's very welcoming. It's very welcoming. We're kind of glad they welcomed us in to interview you guys. Just come on in and do your thing, and it's fantastic so far. Yeah. So now you've done some other films as well. Yes,
I have. So I was in a film called 7 Minutes, which was entered into a few film festivals. It was a short film. I've also was in one called Sound of Silence that was in a few short films. I was in a music video recently for an artist named Oscar Rome that recently got quite a bit of traction on YouTube. I was very surprised at how many views it got. Yeah, so I'm always staying very busy with my acting career. I've been studying at Class X Studios in Orlando for a little over a year now, and I credit them with a lot of my success and a lot of what I know as an actor.
That's fantastic, and we're going to put those links down in the description below so people know where to find you and some of the films that you've been in from there. This is a unique comedic play from the roles that you've done in movies from South Pacific, both kind of groundbreaking for their time, for their eras too.
Yeah.
So as an actor though, there's always that one moment that stands out, right? Best line. What's the best line?
From the Ritz?
From the Ritz. What's the best line you've got?
The best line that I have? Oh, goodness.
Or just one that made you laugh out loud, if one of the other actors maybe has a line.
There's a line that our main character has. He says, "I don't want to be a garbage man, I want to be a sanitation engineer." Which is just such a unique twist on what a garbage man does.
It is.
Yeah.
So now we've talked a little bit about the Ritz.
Yes.
We've talked about Surfside Playhouse and some of your former work in films. This is the part of the show I call clickbait.
Okay.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I sent them out to the World Wide Web, social media, everywhere else, and said, scour the place for the most ridiculous questions you can find. And then we're going to get his real answers to be that million subscriber headline that I need. Okay.
I have no idea what's coming.
You have no idea what's coming. It's a Bathhouse show. So the very first one, they're going to softballs. What do you sing in the shower?
What do I sing in the shower? Somebody to Love by Queen.
Somebody to Love by Queen.
Yes.
Not bad, not bad. If you're going to sing in the shower and drive the neighbors crazy, that's a good place to start.
Yeah.
Okay. You're an actor. So films and television and storytelling, that's what you do.
Yeah.
So if I could trap you in any TV show for a week.
Seinfeld.
Hands
down, without a doubt.
That's it. Going to
Yes.
Seinfeld and hanging out
just
with...
the shenanigans that crew gets into, to be a part of that would be just...
Which is not unlike doing community theater.
Not at all.
It's not unlike it at all. So what is the last thing, as seen on TV, that you simply had to have?
Oh, goodness. I did buy a Snuggie a few years ago, so I'm
Snuggie.
doing a little bit of a throwback, but I love my Snuggie. I still have it 5 years later. 7 years later?
Who doesn't love a Snuggie? Who doesn't have a whoopee? Everybody's got some kind of a whoopee. And
Whoopee?
A Snuggie, yeah, that's what you call your blanket when you're...
Oh.
No, I'm old.
Never knew.
See, I'm old. So, all right, so, getting to know you a little bit, what you like, says a lot about who you are. What's the last Facebook meme that you saw that made you laugh out loud?
Oh, goodness. What is our audience here? Who am I talking with?
The World Wide Web, and they're watching.
All right.
Just go. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So with it recently being Easter, there was a picture that I saw of two eggs. One of them was plain, and one of them was painted, and one egg was saying to the other, you look like such a, and you can fill in the blank there. It started with a W. But I saw that, and I was like, that is such a unique twist on egg painting.
There you go. There you go. Well, doing films, doing theater. What's left, man? What's on your bucket list? What are some things that you'd like to do?
Oh, wow. My favorite play would be Guys and Dolls, and I've already done that once, but I would love to do that again. My favorite, another favorite play of mine is Sweeney Todd. I know I have a few years to go before I'm able to play that role, like 10 or 15, but to get into that mindset of Sweeney Todd would be fantastic. But then, bigger goals. I would love to work with, major directors like, Quentin Tarantino, Steven Spielberg, anyone of that nature. That would just be such an incredible honor.
Look, hey, opportunity here. Make sure you guys reach out here on the World Wide Web. What do you got coming up next down the pipe after you get done with the Ritz, which is playing from April 21st running through April 30th?
Correct.
What's next for you?
After this, I have a web series that I'm going to resume filming. It's called The Whisper, and I'm not sure when that's exactly going to be due out, but the premise of that, to build it up a little, is that these array of characters are put into these situations where they start hearing and seeing things that aren't there. And then things happen as a result of that, and that's the whisper. So what happens whenever people start hearing these whispers, and how do they all connected?
Oh, fantastic! We'll be looking for the Whisper on the World Wide Web, and we'll share that link down below when we have it. We have to wrap it up. That's my shut up card.
All right.
That's their way of telling me I'm done. So as we wrap it up, we want to say thank you so much to our partners and friends at Something Unique Magazine, the Florida Book News, Wordfire Press, Space Coast Comics, Famous Faces and Funnies, and our great friends here at the Surfside Playhouse for inviting us in to enjoy the actors of the upcoming Terrence McNally's The Ritz, which is from April 21st through Sunday, April 30th. I'm GW Pomichter. We've been hanging with Timothy Weal, the actor in the role of Duff here in The Ritz. Remember, folks, subscribe, log on, tune in, and see who we're hanging with next. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.